So hi, everyone. Welcome to our Fast Start training. It's Monday, and I'm so glad you're all here to work with me today. You know, in network marketing, they say the speed of your organization will follow the speed of your leaders. And I want you all to know I'm in it with you, and I work every single day, except for Sundays when I go play in the sun. But you can work every single day for a little bit of time. Because in network marketing, we work intention without attachment, just a little bit of time every day, an hour. If you give yourself an hour in this business every day, you'll be amazed what you can build. If you just contact 3 people a day, which takes about 30 minutes to an hour, for a year, that's over 1,000 contacts. Most professional network marketers enroll 80 people in their career in one organization. And from there, they help those people do the same, and so on and so on and so on. And that's what builds leverage, and that's what builds financial freedom. And that is doing a little bit of work every time and inviting other people to do it with you. So when we all do a little bit of work at a time, it creates huge volumes. So much so, I don't know how many of you were on my Saturday call. This Saturday, I did a training. And in that Saturday call, I said, our organization did 800,000 this week. And our goal is 1 million a week in volume. That's us. You guys were doing it. Guess what? By Sunday, we were at 1 million. So I don't know. We just say it and it happens. So know that you should be really proud what this team is doing. 1 million a week is 4 million a month, which is close to 50 million a year that this team is providing for the LifeWave organization. So be proud of the work you're doing, because that not only creates repairing and rejuvenating for so many people, it also builds a sustainable income for you and for other people you love, because having money just gives more options. I'll give you an example about options. You know, when I started this business 4 years ago, I was $1,500 in overdraft, and on my second reoccurrence of fast growing sales. So that's where I was at. I was in bad shape. And then this beautiful technology fell in my lap, and we started sharing, and more people started sharing. And now I went from financial safety to financial freedom. And why is that important? Because now I have the money to be able to do things for this team. I have the money. My son, who was diagnosed at 2.5 with spectrum disorder, is now 24, and he has such bad anxiety, but now I can afford to have him do these things called cold plunges every day, which resets his brain. And so money does give more choices. I would not have been able to do that for my son if I wasn't creating an income, right? So just remember, having money is not necessarily bad. It can help a lot of people if we do good things with it. So anyway, that's, I think I'm on my soapbox today, aren't I, Jan Rand? But it's truth, right? So know that when you're building a business, you are building financial safety and financial abundance for yourself, so you can help so many other people with that. Okay, so let's talk about how we get started with the business. Well, you guys know that I always train this business for the new person. So for the first 30 minutes, I'm going to train the new person. But after that, the next 30 minutes, we haven't really gone very much into back office or how to put orders in or any of that for a while. And I really want to make sure you guys know how to do that, because after you enroll somebody, you do need to know how to put the order in so it can ship from your website to your person, and you get the credit. And, you know, I'm a firm believer in taking a hand order and putting it in your back office. I think that makes a whole lot of sense. So I think that is a better way of moving the business, because, you know, everything about this company is great, except our order site is a little from the 1980s. And so I don't want you to confuse your people by having them try to put an order in. Okay, so I'm going to show that to you today. But if you're new, could you raise your hand? Can I see if someone that I see here is new? Anybody new on the call? If so, raise your hand for me, or unmute yourself and say, I'm new. Oh, are you new, Angela? Angela Harris?
Yes, I'm new.
Okay, this is for you, Angela. You're going to be our monitor. You're going to tell us if you can do this, because this training is always for the new person first. So if you keep coming to this training and you say to yourself, I know everything she says, I've got this down, then I would say your next job, thanks, Robbie, your hand's up too, is to bring 2 new people into your organization that don't know, because that's what we're doing here. More people to learn than duplicate in your business for true residual income, which is financial freedom. Okay, so every time you say, I know this, I'm going to say, did you bring somebody in that doesn't? Does that make sense? All right.
It will.
Let's go ahead and get started. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Staples and buy yourself a list book. It costs $3 at Staples or Amazon. And why don't you guys all show Robbie and Angela that you guys have list books? Put those books up for me. Everybody got a book? So everybody buys their book, because this is a business. Professional network marketers are list makers, and I like pen to paper. It makes a person real when you write them down. It just does. I have to say, I've been talking about the new people that I met at the swimming pool last week with Jan. I'm going to tell you a secret. I've been so busy, I still haven't written them down in the book. I promise you, when I start today in the office, the very first thing I'm going to do is go find their phone number in my phone, put it in my list book, and that will be the first call I make today myself, because I realize I'm a week behind. And so you have to stay on top of things, right? So what are you going to do in your list book? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take a marker. And if you're new, Angela and Robbie, you probably don't have your book yet. So you can just take notes on a piece of paper and then bring it to your book. And you're going to write LifeWave, the holy grail of renewing people, the holy grail of youth renewal. I like that even better. Let's change that. The holy grail of youth renewal. That's a new term that LifeWave is using on their website, youth renewal, and it's compliant. So let's try that again. LifeWave, the holy grail of youth renewal. And I like the way that feels anyway. Okay. Have you heard about stem cells? Who do you know that would like this? Who do you know that would like youth renewal? Who do you know that would like to activate their stem cells? Who do you know? I mean, I think sometimes we forget what we really have in our hands. Let's remember, we have the latest in stem cell activation technology, and it's youth renewal. That's kind of a big deal. So let's put that in our intention that what we have. Then what you're going to do is you're going to make a list of 10 people with their cell number right there. There's my list. Christina, Caroline, Valerie, Elizabeth, Nicole, Wendy. I just keep making my list of 10. Where do I go to make my list? Well, I start with my phone. Who do I know that would like youth renewal and stem cell activation? Who do I know? And from your phone, you put it on in your list of 10. Then you could go to Facebook, Messenger. You can I use my business card to work in natural environment. And I use my picture. Anybody can use my picture. Look at how ugly I was back when I had fast growing cells. And look at how pretty my skin looks now. I don't care if you use my ugly to pretty picture or use your own or use a different picture on the before and after telegram. But the business card I use to say, I'm Marci. What's your name? What do you do? Oh, you are a house organizer. God knows I need one. Actually, my assistant's helping me with that right now. And I would say, well, I'm in the stem cell technology. And I would give them my card. And they will probably say, well, what's that? And you could take the card because it's a script, because network marketers read scripts, and you read it to them. Well, stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. I'm reading. They can change into whatever cell your body needs for repair. And from there, you give them the card and you take the phone number. And you say, I'll get you some information. I'll send you a gift. Well, if you work in my office at 11 o'clock, we'll send the gift for you. So list making. So right now, Angela and Robbie, can you make a list of 10 people? 10 people. That's all you need to do. Their name and their phone number. And let's go ahead and put that down on chat. Kathy, could you put on chat list of 10? Okay. Now, with the list of 10, what are you going to do? You're going to pique their interest. You're going to pique their interest with a piquing interest script. Once again, all we do is read scripts. So let me go put the piquing interest script that you're going to use today. Hold on, I'm coming. Just give me a minute to get there. All right, let's see here. I just added, I think. Give me a minute. Maybe. Well, anyway, I'm doing my best. All right, so let's go ahead and show you this script, okay? And you're just gonna text this to your person, and then you're gonna call them, and you're gonna tell them to look at the text, or you can call them and text them. We like to call that text and talk and talk and text. And the one you're gonna read is this one, right here. I don't know. Somehow I messed this up. I tried to write on it and I'm having trouble. Give me a minute, please. Just give me a minute. Do you see that, Kathy? Okay, so here it is.
Yes.
Okay, so here it is. The name right here. Susie, I found a wearable light technology that activates your stem cells to work like you're 20 again. This is what I just added to the script because I like it. I should have had this a long time ago. Have you heard about stem cells? Look at the pictures. Go to startx39now.com. Also watch video 1 on light. It's only 2 minutes. And video number 2 on stem cells. It's only 3 minutes. In 5 minutes, you'll know if you want to try this. Text me your address. I'll send you a gift. Love, Marci. So my question to a new person is, can you send this to 10 people today? Can you text this? Where's my new people? Can you do that? Where's a new person? Can a new person do that? Text that to 10 people. There it is. I put it in chat. Let me read it again. What I want you to do, Angela and Robbie, is I want you to take that from chat. You can take that from chat by either saving it with the 3 dots, copying it, emailing it to yourself. Network marketers usually then take it and put it in the notes of their phone so they can rewrite it. Bill, Steve, John, and you just text it to 10 people. And then you call them and you say, hey, I texted this to you. Let's read this together. Or you can call them and say, I'm texting you something. Don't forget to read it. When you text without talking, it feels like spam. When you talk without texting, they'll never call you back, but they will text you back. And I always use texting to book the next appointment because network marketers always have a calendar book and all we're doing is booking the next appointment in order to water someone 5 times with love. Write this down. When you water someone 1 to 4 times, you close at 10%. When you water them the 5th time, you close at 80%. We're just watering people with love and kindness and education of being of service 5 times. And we're not attached if they say yes or no. We're only attached to doing the work. And the ones that want it will come. And the ones that don't, that's okay. It doesn't matter, okay? Don't be attached to the no's. Just be in joy of the yeses and knowing that you're in service and you're just putting the energy out and the energy will come back. I promise you. I promise you. So let's go ahead and read this one more time. Oh, and if you're like my friend Ivory, the NFL player, I've told him many times, save that, put it in the notes of your phone and rework it. You know what he tells me every time? I don't know how. I said, don't worry about it. Take a picture of it in notes and then retype it every time. He said to me, I can do that. I said, great. So don't get too hung up if you don't know the technology. All you're doing is texting people, 10 people, this, and then calling them. So let me read it again. You ready? Susie, I found a wearable light technology that activates your stem cells to work like you're 20 again. Have you heard about stem cells? Get rid of the hide original message. I have no idea why that's there. Look at the pictures. Go to startx39now.com. Also, watch video number 1 on light. It's only 2 minutes. And video number 2 on stem cells. It's only 3 minutes. In about 5 minutes, you'll know if you want to try this. Text me your address. I'll send you a gift. Love, Marci. Okay, so let's do that one more time and get the original message out. So if you're new today, can you do that? Okay, there it is. Now, it's important that when you're new and you send that to someone, you better know what you're sending them. That means your next homework is watch what you've told them to do. And you need to do that before you start sending this out to everyone. Okay, so let me go show you what you're telling your people to do. You're telling your people to go to startx39now.com. That is our information or our exposing site. That's what we use to educate people. So you tell people to go to that. And you just told Susie to watch video number 1 on stems on light. It's only 2 minutes. Please watch this today if you're new. Shoot. I want to know how many on this call have never watched this and sent people to watch it. And you don't have to raise your hand for us all to see, but you raise your hand in your mind. And if you're like, oh my God, I've never watched it. Jan, have you ever watched it? Kathy, have you ever watched it? You make sure you go watch it. Okay. Now, also, I want you to watch the 3-minute video on stem cell activation. Once again, if you're sending somebody to watch it, please watch it so you know what they're watching, right? And then you say, and look at the pictures. Pictures are how we tell our story. Pictures are the picture stories. And you can say, oh my gosh, I was listening to this girl, her name's Marci, and she had fast growing cells in 2019. Look at how bad she looked. That's all inflammation from the steroids. Now look at her skin. She's pretty again. Look at nerve pain. This is a pinched nerve on the C7, the neck. Look at how the nerve flows now. That's amazing. Look at Mandy. She's from Australia. That looks like her daughter. That does not look like the same woman. Is that age renewal at its best or youth renewal at its best? Absolutely. Look at our guy, gray and bald. Not bald and black hair now. I know, it's wild. Look at the little boy. His finger was cut off. The doctor said it's a waste of time to put the finger back on. They said we want it back on anyway. And he sewed it back on. It died and it grew back. Our girl, curved back, straightening out. This is wild. Look at the décolleté. Look how it's changed. Who wants a turkey neck? Raise your hand if you want a turkey neck. Look at how that's changed. And what about our pets? Look at that little guy's eye and look at how it's cleared out. So do you see how you tell the picture, the story with pictures. So after that, you say, did you want that gift? That's it. If you're new, can you do a list of 10, send the text out, call your people and direct them to the site and look at pictures with your friends? Can you do that? Is that fun? It's fun. If they say they want a gift, then you send out this form. Now remember, I do gifting for 2 reasons in the office at 11. Number 1, I know if I get the patch on the body, it works. I just got to get patches on people's bodies. That's number 1. Giving you gifts for you to send out is a good investment because I know 50% of the time it's going to work. And the other 50% of the time, I know you're going to do such a good job educating that they know it's going to take more time to work. So either way, it works, right? I also gift to take the fear away from you. I don't want you to be afraid to make your list. The reason that most network marketers don't succeed is fear. They're attached to fear. So gifting takes all the fear away from you. So you're not afraid to make a list of 10. Who doesn't want to gift someone that they care about? Claudia came to my house yesterday. She's this beautiful redhead, presidential director, knocking on my door, knock, knock, knock. She's doing a favor for me. I gave her some things that she's working on for me. Do you know what she gave to me? Do you know what she brought? A little gift, some little incense. Do you know how that little gift made my day for me? You thought of me? That's what gifting is. And you know what? She was just as excited. I did think of you. I thought you would love it. It's my favorite incense, right? That's what this is. I thought so much of you that I'm gifting you youth renewal. It's a gift for you. Okay, so no, that's the mindset of the list of 10. And then, of course, when you gift, you can't wait to follow up to make sure they get their blue envelope. By the way, it's blue, right? And so it makes follow-up not scary either. So once again, the gifting takes the fear away out of making the list and exposing or calling people. And it takes the fear away of calling back and educating them on their gift. It's super fun. That's why we gift in the office. And that's why I'm a proponent of gifting. And also, I like having patches on the body. I mean, just the story last Thursday night of Gail. I don't know how many people were on our patching podcast Thursday night. Remember Gail? Oh, there's Denise. Denise was, yeah. Here's Gail. She's like, I was at this party. I've been in a car accident since I was in a car accident in 1972. She said, my neck has been, I've been carrying a baby child on my neck for 30 years. I mean, when I really understood that, like picture that. She's been carrying the weight of a small child on her neck. And she's just been living with that for 30 years. Someone at a party says, I got something for you. And she has a patch, an X39. And Gail goes, what's that? You know what the lady says? I don't know. It just works. I don't know. I mean, how hard is that? I don't know. It just works. She put the patch on Gail's neck. An hour later, Gail said she was doing this and the baby child weight was off her neck. Now, not everyone has a miracle that quickly. Sometimes it takes a month, 2 months, all the way up to 6 months for the stem cells to be repairing. But wow, that was life-changing for Gail. That's why we're in it, you guys. That's why we're in this business, right? Thank you, Denise, for sharing, bringing us with Gail. What a lovely woman she is, really. Helped a lot of people on Thursday night. So that's what we're here for, right? Okay, so now, once you're ready to send the gift, you're gonna, and this is gonna happen, by the way, at 11 o'clock. After this training, you're gonna do the work. You're gonna make your list of 10. You're gonna send out that text. You're going to call them and make sure they read the text. And you're going to say, do you want a gift? And they're going to say yes. And they're going to text you your address, their address. Then you're going to go to startx39biz.com. Startx39biz.com is our business site. And that site is where you get you go to the the Evolve office where we work the power of three. That's where we're going to go at 11 in like 30 minutes. We're going to go work. And then you're going to go right down to the training guide. And in the training guide, you just go to that cool gift picture. Don't worry about all the other training. I'm doing it with you. Don't worry. In fact, I'm going to take most of that off because there's too much stuff and we just need to know where the gift is. So there's the gift. And what the gift is that goes to your friend is one sharing envelope. What do you think's on that envelope? You could read it to them. They can read it to themselves about X39. And then we have 4 mini info cards that also explain our product, all the products and pricing. And then they get 2 X39s and 2 Eons. And here's the cool thing. Jan Rand, who's on this call, basically mails them off on your behalf and I pay for it. Can't get better than that now, can it? That's what we call on-the-job training. I'm paying you for correct behavior. So now what you do is you go up to the gifting link right there. And it's in chat. So let's show you how you fill it out. So if you see a weird thing about email or whatever, ignore it. It means nothing. Daily code. In 30 minutes, we'll give you a daily code when you come into the office. Then you put your first name. So Robbie Smith, your phone number. Who do you want to have the gift? John Howard. Address. Submit. It goes to Jan. She makes that nice gift on your behalf with your label on it, with your name and phone number. And you can do up to 3 gifts a day in the office, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's it. When you're brand new, that's all you're doing today in the office. So Robbie and Angela, I don't know if you can hear me, but Sheila Hay is also a one-day wonder, aren't you, baby? Yeah, remember when you ran to the dance floor and started dancing, sweet girl? That's right. I couldn't even believe it. I met the girl and she hobbled. And then by the end of the convention, she was dancing on the floor. She lost her phone. And instead of like thinking, oh, my knees, I can't do it. All she thought was I lost my phone and she ran back to the convention center. I'll never forget that, Sheila. Anyway, okay, I'm rambling. So here we go. So if you're new, Angela and Robbie, I don't know if you can unmute yourself, but can you do a list of 10, text out the script, then call your people, read it, and ask if they would like that gift. If you can do that, that's all you're doing today. You're going to work on 10. Next week, you can work on another 10. The following week, you can work on another 10. And so on and so on and so on. We just keep building our list of 10. And I like to say that network marketing is like Montessori school. You got first graders and 8th graders. You got beginner network marketers and more advanced. If you are a more advanced network marketer, remember, you need to continue adding to your list and you need to link arms with your new people and help them make their list. Your job is to take the fear away of your new person. All we are in network marketing are working lists, and we prefer to work in warm lists than cold lists. What do I mean? I'm going to work in my warm list first. Then I'm going to help Jan in her list. Then I'm going to help my girl Anona in her list. I'm helping them through their warm list and so on and so on. But also remember, even though you start helping people in their list, I have another distributor the other day, we were talking and she's like, I'm helping everybody in their warm list. I said, that's great. But have you forgot to be working your own list? And she said, yes. I said, you need to go do another list of 10 and another list of 10 and another list of 10. When you become a professional network marketer, you help your people and you continue to do your own. Don't forget that. Okay. Don't get so lost in all your people that you stop working your own list. You must do both. I say 50-50. Okay. 50-50. And when you're brand new, it's all you, baby. 100% you until you get your 2 team members. Okay. And then you got to help them. Okay. Does that all make sense? So what comes, I'm so excited about our new sharing envelope and mini info cards because they're so good. And I was in a place called Chatsworth, California, Saturday. It's all the way up in LA. And I was with my girl, Jeannie Volker, and she had all these made for her event. And there was like 40 people there. And it was exciting to use the material. So you guys know, whether we send a gift or we do a live patching party, we use the same materials. If you call on a doctor's office, if you set up a doctor's office, what do we do? These same materials over and over and over again. You guys, I'm just trying to use the same stuff, small, medium, and large. So here's what your person gets when you mail it out. Now, it's a good idea if you're a new person that you need to have the same stuff that Jan's mailing out so you know what your person has. So I'll show you how to get that today. So all you do when this comes to your new person, and that's not going to be till next week for Robbie and Angela. So all you guys have to remember to do if you're new is what I just trained you. But then when they get the gifts, you better know how to call them and say, did you get them? Let me tell you how to put them on. What is this technology? I don't know. I just learned about it last week, but let's read the envelope together. And you read to them like you're in kindergarten. It looks like you wear it, I'm reading, 12 hours on and 12 hours off. This stem cell activation patch is made out of organic crystals that when it's applied to the skin is activated by your own heat, which is your own infrared light. I didn't even know we had light coming off of our bodies. It turns out that it activates your stem cells, makes more stem cells, and resets it to a younger, healthier state. And then you say, let's dig in your envelope and get your patch. I did this at our event in Chatsworth. You should have seen all 40 people digging in their envelope to get their little patch. They had so much fun. Our product is an experience. It's fun. And then you tell them to put it right on the back of their neck. I'm going to do mine right now because you know what? I haven't had my X39 yet today. Okay. Then you say, but there's more. Open it up and let's look at all the cards together. Well, Susie, it looks like you can expect to reset 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. Wow. But look at the pictures. Remember, we already told the picture stories on the site. Now that's in their hands. And what's going on with your pain, with your energy, with your clarity? Let's rate it. And we'll rate it again in 30 days. Oh, and yes, there is another patch in that envelope with X39. It's called Eon. I don't know what that is either. My friend Jan just told me to buy both. She called it the dynamic dual. I don't know why, but let's read about it. Oh, it looks like I'm reading. It looks like Eon reduces inflammation. Inflammation is an eater of stem cells. So when you reduce inflammation, you turbocharge your stem cell repair. Wow, it looks like that's the other one in your gift. Looks like you should put that one on too. Well, where do you put it on? I don't know. Look at the picture. Oh, it looks like you can put them on in the exact same place. Oh, yes, look in your envelope. There's another supply in there. That's for tomorrow. Enjoy. Oh, and while you're drinking your coffee, you might want to look at all of the products we make. Oh, yeah, that Ice Wave takes care of pain. I know you've had lower back pain. Do you know when we were in Chatsworth, we gave everyone an X39 and Eon to put on the back of their neck. And then I said, who has pain, come to the front of the room. 10 people came to the front of the room. We patched them with Ice Wave. We actually patched everyone with 2 Ice Waves because Ice Wave's so demonstrative and I wanted them to have an effect in the meeting. 10 minutes later, I said, who had pain? Raise your hand. Everybody rose their hand. I asked where their pain went from. Most people went from an 8 to a 4 or a 5 to a 0 in 10 minutes. So Ice Wave, when you're doing patching parties, please bring it. In fact, I'll tell you in a minute, I never go anywhere without a sleeve now of X39 Eon and Ice Wave. They're always in my business bag for you 8th grader network marketers. Okay, always. So then I say, oh yeah, and Susie, look at the price form. I say price list, but it's also an order form, but I say price list. Let's look at it because I know you're going to kind of be looking at all your materials as you're wearing the patch. Yes, one sleeve of X39, which is a 30-day supply, is $149. Read the yellow. Auto ship is $119. I like the wholesale pack, the silver for $299. That's enough for you. The gold is double the inventory. That's enough for your family. The platinum and diamond, that's for business builders. That's a lot of inventory to move a business. Okay. Oh, and what comes in it? Well, let's look at the silver, 3 X39s. But if you look at the little football, 1 X39, 1 X49 equals 2 of any supportive patches. So you can mix and match. Well, we're talking about having the lower back pain. So I recommend 1 X39, 2 Eon, and 2 iSwaves. Can you believe you can get all of that for $299 with a 30-day money back guarantee? And then 1 X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activating. I always do silver pack and auto ship, silver pack and auto ship, gold pack and auto ship, gold pack and auto ship, diamond pack, which gives them a 3-month auto ship. So I push their auto ship to month 4. I never take an order without an auto ship. Now you may say, well, they don't want an auto ship. I fill their kits, so they need an auto ship of another X39. Okay. And I always say 1 X39, 2 Eon, 2 iSwave with 1 X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activating. And I shut up. 80% of the time they say yes. And if they say no, that's okay. But at least I've asked. Okay. And I always ask, even when I'm following up, I will ask for the order. You know why? Because 50% of the time they'll say yes. And 50% of the time they'll say no, they're not ready yet. But if you don't ask, it's 100% no. So will you guys raise your left hand and promise me you'll always ask for the order on the follow-up? I will always ask for the order on the follow-up. And I'm not attached because I'm being of service. They will say yes or no. Don't make the decision for them. You are of service. Okay. I also will say this. $299, 1 X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activated. Yes, it's only a $299 charge to begin with, and then $99 every month after. People can handle that. Then I say, I'm going to teach when your product comes in, text me, and then I'll call you and show you how to wear everything because you're being of service. Then I say, and I'll give you your username and password so you can be in control of your own orders. People love that. And then in that call, you know what I do? I ask if they're interested in sharing. And then I bring them to Monday and Tuesday. So it's perfect. So anyway, that's for 8th graders. If you're new, this is kind of a lot and I don't want to overwhelm you. Now, the other side also gives you the different packs that you can sign people up on. And we've changed these now. We have customized silver and customized gold. And they're now called the dynamic dual, the pain and repair, detox and brain. Hold on. No, that is not the right one. Those are, I don't know. We keep updating to get things to be more and more, what's the word? These might not be my newest updated ones. Okay. These are not my newest updated ones, but you will see as we continue to update, it will say things like youth renewal on them. Okay, we're just updating our language. No big deal. We are always updating as well. So where do you go so you have this material? Because that's what Jan's sending out to your person. So you got to make sure you have the same stuff your person's getting. Sounds pretty easy, right? So here's where you go get that. You go to startx39biz.com. That's startx39biz.com. And you go to the 14 steps to success. And you go to tab number 9. No, I'm sorry, tab number 6, give a gift. And this is where you want to order your business bags, right here, okay? And Kathy, if you could put that in chat, that would be great. Or Sheila, whoever's taken over for that would be great. And this costs only $8. You can order up to 2 of these. And then you have everything that's my favorite. And you can get those. You email Jan J. Rand your name, your address, and your phone number, and she'll make you labels. And she'll tell you how to pay her. Now, once again, only 2 per person. So if you're trying to order for a whole team of 10, you'd have to order for them individually, 2 per person. And you can order the big bulk amounts right from Sally. And so where's that? Well, you can also, remember those business cards that I love? You can order those business cards right here as well. So these business cards are just like mine, and you can take a picture from Sally and get those. I run my business, literally. Let me show you what I do to run my business. My business cards go everywhere. My business bag goes everywhere. And you know that I have my 3 sleeves in there. I'm ready to work. You know, I have my sharing envelopes with my mini info cards all loaded with a label on it, ready to go. I can do business anywhere. I have my business cards in there, and I have some plastic baggies so I can give a patch or a business card. So that's my business bag. Now, I also sometimes don't want to carry that big old bag, so I have my purse. And what do you think's in my purse? Well, it better be loaded to do business. It has my business cards in it. It has my X39 patches in it. And I have some plastic bags. So I'm always ready to do business, whether I carry my big bag or my little bag, I can do business, okay? Also, I have a list book. I have my calendar book. And of course, notes. Please also have a notebook. Professional network marketers always take notes. You guys, this is an industry. If you want to be free with residual income, then you must take notes from people that have already done it so you can learn the skill. This is a business that is skilled, okay? So that's important. So the last thing that I do is I also have my follow-up clipboard, which is my medium size. What do you think's on my clipboard? It's the same stuff as this, but it's bigger. So right now you might be like, I don't have my business bag. I'm new today. How am I going to follow up with my people? There's no way my stuff is going to get here in time for me to have it when Sally gets it in the mail. That's not true. All you have to do is go to startx39biz.com, tab 6, give a gift, and you can print those envelopes. So now you have the script and print it off and put it on your clipboard. Also, you can go to tab number 9, take an order, print it off and put it on your clipboard. Oh, hey, there's the order form she was talking about. Oh, there's the back one. Oh, this one's actually, you see, that's the youth renewal now. That looks pretty good. Oh, let's go and print off the what to expect. There it is. Let's go print off the before and after tracker. There it is. You don't have to buy anything if you don't want to, you guys. You could just print everything off and fold it up and put it in envelopes. Good to go. So that is how you do your medium size. And then, of course, there's large. What do I mean by large? I got my before and after tracker and a poster board. Why? Because when I was at the Chatsworth meeting with 40 people, I just did this and I pointed to the pictures. I don't use videos. I do none of that. All I do is read the envelopes. I read the mini info cards. I point to pictures. And I put on an X39 and an Eon on everyone and some Ice Wave on their pane. And then I bring people up to the front of the room and tell their stories. At the end, we're taking orders. Everybody was taking the order at the event. Okay. I do the same thing over and over and over again. It's very duplicatable. If you can read, raise your hand. If you can read, you can do this business. If you can read, because all I'm doing is reading. I remember Sheila Hay said, oh my God, Marci, I handed my business card out for the last year and nothing happened. I turned it over and read it to somebody the other day and they wanted to buy a silver pack. Hello, I mean, 4 years ago, I didn't even have the stuff scripted. I didn't know what I didn't know yet. I'm telling you, the scripts work. The scripts work. Okay, so where are we at now? Oh, this is how you buy the large. You go to startx39biz.com. That's startx39biz.com under give a gift. Basically, all the stuff I like is under give a gift and take the order. Give a gift and take the order. Give a gift and take the order. So under give a gift is all the marketing supplies. So this is where you go. Like Donna has a huge team now. So what did she do? She went, well, you could get your business cards, but she went and she bought like 300 envelopes. Claudia and I are doing an event in Vegas in 2 weeks. I had to go buy, 300 envelopes for that event. You could buy labels. These are those mini info cards. You can buy them, right? These are the 4 I use. Order form, what to expect, all products flyer, before and after tracker. That's all I use now. Those are my 4 favorites. And then I get them in the large for my events. I have a Mandy, a Marci, and a before and after tracker. If you want to save money, all you need is the before and after tracker. And I will tell you, people are glued to these pictures in the presentation. And then I, of course, love to have, and this is more for, a tablecloth. It just kind of tops off everything to make it look good. But I have to tell you, when I did the event in Chatsworth, all I brought literally were my 3 poster boards, and I brought my product and 40 filled envelopes. That was it. Event done. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. That's more for, the 8th graders. The beginning network marketers, don't get overwhelmed on all the stuff. I do train for everyone. So know that for you, in 10 minutes, your list of 10, your script, you're going to send a gift. That's all you're doing today. So now what I want to do is just show you how you put an order in after you take it. So what do I mean by that? Well, once you take the order on the order form, right? So you go to take the order and you go right here. So you're going to do the silver pack and you're going to do 1x39. And let's say you're going to build your pack with 1x39, 2 Eon and 2 Ice Wave. Then you're going to get their name. You're going to get their date of birth. You're going to make their website, which should be their first and last name, lowercase all together. You're going to make them a passcode word. Trust me, you should do a password that's for your whole team so you guys can help each other. Trust me when I say you'll be happy that you have a team password. That team password is different than what you set up for your pay portal. Okay, 2 different passwords, so you're fine. And then the address, email, and phone number, and then their credit card. Ask them if bill to and ship to is the same address. You have just taken your first order. Congratulations. And then you might be, well, now what do I do? Well, you can go right over here to tab 10 on how to input it. It shows you how to do it. It also shows you back office and how to set up an auto ship. So everything is here to show you. But I'm going to show you as well right now. And Jan Rand, can you put your name in chat? Because Jan can also show you. If you're brand new and don't know how to do it, just know that that's okay. Hold on. So now what you want to do is you want to you can call Jan Rand if you have questions about it, but let's just say that I have, okay, let's just do it right now. I just got done following up. I just got done taking the order. 1 silver pack, 1 auto ship, 1 extra. I'll just show you 2 Eon, 2 ice, and all the stuff. Okay, I just wrote it on my order form, right? Boom. So now I'm gonna go and this is, my son is building the business. So this is my son's website. Okay. So let's just say my son is going to put the order in. So you just go to you have a you have a website. Everybody has one. If you don't know it, you can call Jan and she'll help you figure out what it is. Okay. But my son's website is his, and basically people can shop, and that's retail. Okay. Or preferred customer, or join as brand partner. But once again, it's a little confusing, and I like to take the order. I'll give you an example. 10 years ago, I was at an event and this guy was selling organic vitamins. I wanted the organic vitamins. I'm like, oh my God, I've been looking for that. I handed him my credit card. I said, my name is, he goes, let me send you my link. I said, I wanted to give you my credit card. Can you take my order? He says, let me send you my link. Last time, here's my credit card. Let me send you my link. He sent me his link. Do you think I ever ordered? No, I was irritated that he was not giving me proper customer service. I was done. So anyway, this is what you do. You sign into your back office and you have a username and your password. Now, when we build a business, we build two legs. We all have a responsibility for two legs, a right leg and a left leg. But let me first show you how this looks. Over here shows you the commissions that Luke's been making on a weekly basis, okay? You can also see that he's 80% to senior director. You guys can look at this too. Where are you at? Well, let's go look and see how you can go here and see. Well, what does he need to be a senior director? He needs, he doesn't have two directors right now. So he needs two directors to be a senior director. Okay, so he has some work to do to help his team. Oops, right? So then what you're going to do is you're going to go look at where he needs to put his next silver pack. So if you look at total left, he has 163 on total left. Total right, he has 1 million. So do you think he needs his next person? And remember, for the $50 residual, it's $330 on the small leg and $660 on the big leg. So just looking at him, do you think he should go on the left or the right? Does anybody want to tell me where Luke needs to build? Anybody have an idea? The left. Look
The left.
The left. The left. Luke has some trouble. He needs some left. That right's got, and look at the period is great because that shows you the weekly trend. So period left, he's at 0. Period right, he's already almost at 4,000. His right side is a humming. He just needs to be working his list on his left and helping his people work the list on their left, right? The left needs some loving. So let's go look and see. Organization binary tree. And you can see Luke has 168 people on his left and 2,535 on his right. And once again, I went to organization binary tree. Okay. You want to put people always on your far left or your far right. You are not supposed to build people's inside legs. That is for them to build. Okay. So right here, Luke put Ivory in and Ivory put David in. So Ivory's building correctly. Now Luke shouldn't be putting people in under Ivory's right. That's Ivory's job. So do not become an octopus. You're far left and you're far right. And you know who you've personally answered because your people have hearts on them. Okay. And sometimes you'll see these empty boxes. Those are people that just quit shipping and they just took them out of the tree. It doesn't matter. Binary goes infinitely deep. Okay. So, and some people go, well, I can't see anybody past this. Yes, you can. You click. I like to say, click, click, fall in love with your tree. You should have the people on your tree memorized, where they are, how they relate to you. It's your business. Okay. Fall in love with your tree. Now, you can also go all the way down to the bottom left. And there is a little plus sign, and that is right under Bart Scott. And right there would be the plus sign. And that's where the pack would go, the far bottom left. And then you would pick the silver pack. and then you would fill it. Here we go. And it's going to be 1x39. When it's green, it's filled correctly. When it's red, it's overfilled. And when it is orange, there's more to fill. So let's just reset it. I think I've confused it. So let's go ahead. Let's fill it. 1x39. We're going to do 2 eon. It's still orange. I can put more in. And 2 ice wave. I can put more in. And it's green. So then when it's green, we continue. And then we're going to do 1x39 the following month. Don't forget the auto ship. For the first year, Kathleen and I were not putting auto ships in, and our business just would not grow. Pack and auto ship, pack and auto ship. Get the people active on their first order. Trust me, your business will move a lot faster if you do that. And we save. I would rather have a silver and auto ship than a gold with no auto ship. Okay, auto ship is key. It keeps them compliant on X39 and it keeps your business activated. Okay, so then you just start putting the name in. Sue Smith, right? Everybody with me? And then she's a female. There's her date of birth, right? Can you let people in, somebody? There's her phone number, right? There's her email. There's her address, right? Website, first and last name, lowercase, Sue Smith. I can't remember what I named her, but you know what I'm saying. Password, team password, love, $123 What a great password that would be. Love, $123 Boom, team password. You like that, don't you, Denise? And then,
love it.
I know. And then you ship to them. And then you put the monthly subscription. And then there's the credit card information. I'm just filling out from my form. You hit submit, you hit submit again. It is not on your tree until you get an ID number that pops out for them. Then the order is in. I think it's very important after you place an order to text them right away what their website is. Your website is lifewave.com/Sue Smith. Your password is love $123. Then they know how to get into their website. A lot of people sign people up and never text them their information. And then they never know how to go in their site to do anything. I think that is one of the big misses that we are doing that we need to correct. Okay, so with that, we just taught you how to start your business, how to follow up for you 8th graders, and how to take the order. And it is 11:01, and we're going to go ahead and stop the recording.